In this video, I'm going to speak about being a gig worker. I'm going to share some stories with you. So either you can learn from the stories or you relate. And just to give an update of what I've been up to in the gig world and earning income and pushing forward to achieve all the goals I set out for myself. But the stories, I'm sure you will find interesting or learn by them, so you are aware that you are not the only one that is put in situations like that. It happens. Things happen, and you figure out who you work well with and who you don't. I've mentioned in the past few weeks that I noticed Uber Eats is offering liquor deliveries through the Drizzly app. And here's the story that went down with that. I believe it was 4th of July weekend. And I completed a handful of deliveries before I went and celebrated with my family and friends. And I did a liquor pickup and drop off. And with Uber, it was like my second or third time. They want to make sure that the name matches the license. It's supposed to match the ID in the account. If you really read the instructions of Uber Eats, when it comes to liquor delivery, the name must match the account name. You're supposed to make sure that it matches so Uber Eats knows that that person who ordered the liquor is of age. It helps with confirmation, not delivering to a minor. Well, I accepted an offer. I think it was Wednesday night, the night before Thanksgiving. I believe so. And when I went to go pick it up, I was like, oh, I remember that place. It was a couple of towns away, but the price was right. And I went to go pick up right before they closed. And when I pulled up, she was like, are you here for Uber Eats? And I was like, yes. I said, hello. She was like, do you know how to work it? Because the first time I delivered from their place, that license didn't match the ID. And I got Uber on the phone. I'm like, well, you're telling me that the name must match the account, and it don't. So you're putting me in a situation that I'll never be right, will I? The owner was kind of, talked down to me like, you know how to work that, right? Well, I'm asking because we're closing in a little bit. We're closing. Well, we're really closing right now. And I was just like, yeah, I know how to do it, but just the names didn't match. She was like, it don't matter. They don't care. Just swipe, take a picture of the license. They don't care. You know what? I'll never be a customer of that place. If I ever accept an order to deliver for them, of course, I'll be respectful and do the right thing as per usual, but I would never be a customer of that place. I don't like the fact that she told me that an app that I use to earn income, and I have for a few years, telling me that they don't give a shit if it matches or not. They don't care if I deliver to a minor. Her point was, it don't have to match the account. They just have to be of age. That's not true. And I know that for a fact. It's not true. Look it up. Today, I accepted an order from Uber Eats, and then they rang me. And I thought it was one order. It was a double pickup from the same place. I would have never taken it. So I pick up the first order. And when I got to the second pickup, I realized it was a double order. I sat outside for a minute contemplating if I should give that order back. Because it's a place that I just feel uncomfortable when I walk in the door. The vibe is horrible. End of the long weekend. There's always an issue. I just don't feel comfortable. And I stopped going there as a customer because I didn't feel comfortable. Comfortable. So I say, suck it up, you took it. Maybe they'll shock you. Shock me, my ass. I walk in, I see the chaos. It's as if they're wiped out, they're washed out. Everyone feels sorry for themselves. If someone gets mad at me for saying this, if they're watching me, I've been in their shoes. It's very hard to look in the mirror and say, you're done. It's time for a change. What am I going to do? I don't want to struggle. I don't want to sacrifice. Well, you have to if you want to make a change. Or you want to stay the same and stay miserable. I'm not saying, you know what. So then I walk up and he actually used my name. And I really don't like it when he uses my name because I don't find it as a compliment. I find it annoying because he used my name when it came to taking the order and placing it in my hot bag. He was like, Michelle. And he was like, they're all labeled, name on them. He made a point of saying that. I'm like, I think they just want to hurt their own business or they're seeking attention. Something's not right here and I'm not coming here anymore. So I look at the first box and I go, wow, that's the name. I don't look at the other two. But he watches me place them in my hot bag. 3 names, but it's for 2 orders. I don't know that until the third order, till the third drop-off. But while I'm waiting for my food, because now I waited at least 10 minutes without making a peep. There are delivery people walking around me, huffing and puffing. They were already there waiting. You could hear them moaning and groaning like, what is the holdup? What is going on here? This is such bullshit. We're here a long time. I could hear them. So I just stood to the side. I cleaned out my phone. There's always something to do that I don't have to do on my own time. I'm cleaning out my phone because I use it all the time for business while I'm waiting for this order. Then I also hear him say to a delivery person that walks in after me, that order is not going to be ready for 10 minutes. Do you want to cancel the order or do you want to wait? That guy canceled. He only had 1 order. He was there for a double pickup. He goes, we have that one ready, but not that one. But he didn't say that to me. He didn't give me that option. I would have never taken it. It was so little pay. I thought it was 1 delivery. I don't take offers like that. So when I started delivering, he watched me take the food and put it in my hot bag. After he used my name and said they're all labeled. I checked 1. I said, oh, the name's right. I didn't look at the other 2. I just figured 1 was on top of the other. And he said, take that. Those 2 orders, those are for you, Michelle. And I was like, why is he using my name? This man shouldn't use my name. So I put it in the bags and I leave. I drop off the first one. The person was great, in touch with me. Oh, the people always have a hard time finding this house. And I gave her the order. And the first box I took was from that place. Then the middle order, because it was a triple drop-off, was from another place down the street. No problem. Again, waiting at the door. Third order. The person was actually on the walk path walking up to me when I pulled up. And I noticed it was 2 different names. So what did I do? I ripped that name off and I gave them both packages. I just left the name on that matched her. I wasn't going back. I was 2 towns away. Enough of what draining my energy. Enough, there's always a problem. If you continue to do business with someone, whether it be for work or as a customer, and you always feel uncomfortable and there's a problem and something is amiss, and I know people are watching. People are always watching, and they try to make your life harder than it needs to be and screwing with you. You don't have to do business with them. I'm never taking an order from them ever again. Ever again. It's over. And I should have stuck to my gun 2 years ago. Every now and then I'll take an order hoping that they do the right thing. Attitude, talking down to me. And they seem like we need attention. We're so lost. I even had people put me down. Meanwhile, I'm like, I'm the only one here with a bag. Why are you telling me? He was questioning me as if he was a fill-in, as if I wasn't capable of doing my job. I'm just like, enough. So things like that happen all the time. That's a 3rd restaurant on my list I will not deliver for anymore. Done. I hope that person enjoyed their free food. Now let's talk about Instacart. I want to shop more. So I'm applying to other shopping gigs. And this week I worked a lot of Instacart. I accepted a Target order a few towns away, a large Target. In my town, there is a Target Express that I've experienced shopping at as an Uber Eats delivery person. And it depends on the time of day that you go in to shop. They run out of products very fast. I'm learning from working many of the apps that like a Walmart or a Target, they're not just food stores. They're a product and food store. They're a clothing product and food store. They are an electronics, clothing, products, and food store. So they run out of items very quickly. Long story short, I took an order. It wasn't the best payout. I wanted to learn a new store. I wanted to feel it out. The customer, I got 5 food products, and then I had to go to the baby aisle to get baby food. And they didn't have anything she wanted. She was texting me. They have it in stock. I'm looking at it right now. Why do you keep telling me that it's not in stock? I would show you the conversation, but it shows her name and everything. I did record it, and I was like, I'm not going to show that because it shows their username, their handle. I could just tell you the story. The customer told me they called the store, and they spoke with the customer service, and they told them that they have it in stock. She's going to send someone else. She don't understand what the problem is. I said, no. I'm going to go to customer service. So she writes, not necessary. I said, yes, it is. So I go to customer service, and I learned something. The person helping me decided to ask for a second opinion, and then they got somebody higher than that. And they explained to me, which I'm happy they did, because I feel this person was more of a managerial position. They went higher and higher. And they said, listen, they knew I was there to do an Instacart. They obviously want the business because it increases sales. And they did explain that just because the customer sees that it's in stock, that's not real time. It's not in stock. If she called the store, we would have told her, because I showed them the conversation. And they were like, no, we would have told her that we don't have it in stock. So the customer lied. So I write back after so much more to the story, but you get the gist, right? So I write back to the customer, I'm at customer service. Several people helped me. They told me they don't have it in stock. It's not real time, the inventory. They do not have it in stock. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I thought. They were looking for baby food, Munchkin baby food. They were wiped out. It's not a food store. Maybe they would have been sold out of food store, but they would have had many more options. They didn't for this in this particular store. I'm also learning that at Target Express, Walmarts that are not just food stores. I know there's a Walmart that's only a food store, but you have to cash yourself out. I would do that if I'm working, but I would never do that as a paying customer that would drive towns away to go shop at a store and then be told I need to cash myself out. That's not happening. So I learned that. This week was about learning and also about earning money. I'm putting my own time and money on the line. Here's another story with Instacart. I was shopping at a local King Cullen, and I really like King Cullens. They're very calm. There's a very soothing feeling when you go into their stores. They're not so cutthroat. They're very accommodating with calmness. I accepted an order, and while I was shopping for that order, Instacart sent me another order. I took it. It was short and sweet. It was a new customer. She didn't know what she was doing. She's sending me pictures in the text. Can you get this? Can you get that? Me not knowing, a newbie, pretty new. I did do this a couple of times with the woman that trained me. But because now I'm doing it more often, I'll never forget this. It's just part of a learning curve of learning how to perform your job. And I wasn't scanning them. I was going, okay, is this what you want? And sending her a picture. And she's going, yes, I'll take 2. I'll take 3. I'm like, wow, yeah, okay, great. I get up to the register. It don't cash out. It declines. I'm all nervous. I get to the side. I ask, can I go to the side? I'm not going to leave. I paid for the first one. I don't want to waste your time here. It keeps declining. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry. The person in charge of the register, who oversees the register, again, King Cullen with that calmness and respectfulness. It's okay. Do what you got to do. And when you're done, call me. Okay? And he was a lot younger than me, at least 15 to 20 years younger than me. Okay. I do it. I'm calm. I'm relaxed. The first person, InstaCart customer service, can't help me. She goes, I'm going to put someone else on the phone. I'll hire up. Because now I'm nervous and I'm a little boggled. He goes, I'm just going to put that through, Michelle. Do you know what you have to do next time? Yes, I do. I absolutely know what I have to do. Any product you put into the cart for the customer, you got to scan. Now, because I'm kind of new and the woman was new, two newbies, and I'm going, okay, is this what you want? It's okay. I don't know how to use it either. I'm learning. I get it. Because when I scanned the card to pay for the products, it declined because I didn't scan the UPC code and put it on their shopping list. So the app didn't know how much to charge. They just assumed it was theft. So they protected it. They didn't want someone to steal. So when I went back up to the customer service area, the kid was like, so you know what to do now? You learned? Good. I'm really happy you did, because I'm shopping there more often. I really like King Cullen stores around my area a lot. So I want to make sure I give a good impression because I don't want anyone bothering me when I'm shopping in their stores. I really like the calmness, the respect. It wasn't like so cutthroat, like how dare you hold up our line for 5 minutes. You know, some companies are really cold-hearted and it's all about, fast speed. What are you holding us up for? Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, something's popping up. So I learned a lot with Instacart. Now I did other shopping trips at King Cullen's around here, and I took my time, and people were like, I'm like, oh, they only have 2 cans of this, but they have 3 of this. Would you like that as a replacement to fill that order that you ordered? You want the 5 cans? Yes. And I know to scan and go right through. Had no problem. Very happy, very grateful, very appreciative. Like the way I was treated. I learned a lot. I'll keep shopping. I can't wait to promote dumpling. I can't wait to be more of a shopper, and I'm very happy about that. Aces all the way. I was going to share more stories and speak about different apps, but this video ended up so much longer than I planned because it's hard to share every bit of information that you experience and live through, live through in the field. And it is hard. So videos are time consuming. So I'll be back. I'll share those stories after I perform those tasks tomorrow. And I hope you learned a lot. I just wanted to share that. I mean, things are changing fast. Things are evolving fast. There are going to be so many more opportunities in 2023, and I'm just getting ahead of it because I like it. I like running a small business. I like being an independent contractor. I like the freedom. I'm still a worker. I'm still a hustler. And it's all linked to my online world and everything else. So stay tuned for future videos. You have a good night, everyone. Bye for now.